What's up guys, George here from Zero Pair Productions, back with another Skyrim Saturday mod review extravaganza. Today we're taking a look at Undeath. When you start the game with the mod installed, you immediately get the quest marker as long as you're level 30 or higher, which I am, level 66 character. I've heard a rumor that a Vigil of Stendarr caravan has been attacked on the road somewhere in the Reach. I should investigate. I guess I want to investigate. Yeah, why not? Where... Oh, it's all the way over here. Right in the middle of nowhere. So, let's walk from Soljan's Sinkhole. This is the only mod that I'm looking at today, aside from, you know, the fact that Arissa is with us. Oh, someone's coming to see us. Hello.
I've been looking for you.
Alright.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Oh, you can just give it to Arissa. You don't need to give it to my hands directly.
I've got a letter and a lot of gold.
Oh.
Sorry about it being your, inheritance.
Oh, wait, what?
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
That's it. Got to go.
Who died? Who the hell died? Letter of inheritance. I have two of them. Okay. So let's see. Y'all wait, what? Lucan Valerius is... Lucan Valerius? No idea who that is. Am I supposed to know who that is? Oh, did I get this letter twice, or is it... I'm gonna drop one, and... Is it the same thing? Yeah, Lucan Valerius. Is that someone from another mod? I don't even remember at this point. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Alright. As always, just Arissa joining me. No weapons or armor mods that I'm looking at this time. Just Undeath. As it is, I'm taking a look at some of the older quest mods for Skyrim now, just because of the fact that I haven't played them ever before, so I figured why not give them a shot. And mainly because there's really haven't been any new quest mods lately. There's been a couple, not many even. Oh, look at that. Yeah, thanks Bethesda. Look at that. That's lovely right there. Invisible portion of a rock right there. Yeah, that's great. What was I saying? Oh yeah, just really haven't been a lot of... Oh god, there's a bear! Well, he ran away, so it's okay. And he just murdered this man, Tulver. You see, there's so much stuff in Skyrim, I forget what's vanilla and what's not. I assume this is vanilla, it's just a random goddamn campsite. But really haven't been a whole lot of new quest mods lately. That being said, the Candlemakers Part 2, or as I call it, Chapter 2, because, you know, I break my videos into parts. So, the second installment in the Candlemakers is supposed to come out sometime in February, the mod maker said. Or at least that was his original plan. Although I also know that he didn't necessarily want to continue working on the mod series unless he got enough support on Nexus and stuff, you know. Not recommendations, but you know what I mean. Endorsements. Which, I can understand why, but I feel that if you're going to make the mod regardless, I mean... I think you should make the mod regardless, because as it is, you don't make money from mods or anything like that, so if you already have it planned out, I think you should make it. I think the mod speaks for itself whether or not, you know, it gets as many endorsements as, say, some of the better-known quest mods. As it is, I really enjoyed it. I'm sure a lot of people really enjoyed it, and I think that alone should be reason enough to make it. But then again, what do I know, because I don't make mods, because if I made mods, they would be absolutely shit. Oh no, they're all dead. Who would have guessed? I mean, it was attacked, so that makes sense, I suppose. So let's just check this out. Oh, Vigilant of Stendarr. I like your hood. It's a Bosmer hood, that's why. Just gonna take some of their stuff just because, you know, they're dead, so what does it matter? Oh, everyone's dead. Vigilant Nicholas. He is from Russia. Vigilance Stendarr orders. Alright. Let's just read that. Nicholas, the accursed artifacts that were confiscated from the College of Whisperers carry the taint of heresy and evil such as I have never seen before. Although I am loath to involve yet more wizards in this calamity, I fear the College of Winterhold is the only neutral magical institution capable of aiding us in the destruction of this foul item. I entrust you and your knights to safeguard the artifacts on their way to Winterhold. Beware the mages, however, in their unseemly pursuit of knowledge, they cannot be trusted or expected to withstand its corruption. Stendarr be with you, Keeper Tristan. Well, Tristan's kind of an asshole. Although, clearly, he knew that something was up because everyone got obliterated, including this necromancer right here. Ambush orders. Alright. Let me just read these. Oh, the Vigil of Stendarr will be passing Markarth With the book in their possession, you will do whatever it is necessary to ensure it falls into our hands. Leave no survivors. When you have it see to it that you return to Ravenscorn Spire immediately. A. A is short for Anus, in case you didn't know. No, that's the guy's name, Anus. Alright, so let's go find Anus. Travel to Ravenscore Spire. Wherever that is. Alright, it doesn't want to show me, so... Doesn't want to show me from the journal, at least. Alright, so it's right by the abandoned prison. But yeah, I really hope that, I forget the mod maker's name, but I hope that the guy who did, Candlemakers Chapter 1, Part 1, however you want to refer to it, does make the second installment, and I think he said there were going to be 3 installments total, so I hope he does that and doesn't pull a Valve where he makes the first 2 and just never releases the third, much to my dismay, because, you know, Half-Life 3. Everyone wants Half-Life 3. Although, that being said, after so much time, I wonder... don't get me wrong, I assume Half-Life 3 would be good if it comes out, but it's at the point where it's going to be such an overhyped game if it's ever actually announced and made, so here's hoping that it is good because, you know, I want it to be good, and at the same time, I can't imagine it would be bad because when's the last time Valve ever made a bad game? I mean, just look at their lineup. They've got so many good games, and they've got Steam and everything, so, you know, kudos to Valve for everything they've done, but I would be worried about a Half-Life 3 just because of all the hype behind it. I mean, look at, that other game, Duke Nukem Forever. Granted, didn't have the sort of, hype that, Half-Life 3 did, or the memes about it, but at the same time, people were like, oh yeah, we're excited for Duke Nukem Forever, and that was, not a great game. I didn't even buy it. I played the demo, but it was not great. It really wasn't. Wasn't worth 15 years of waiting, let me just say that much. That being said, there's quite a good amount of games out right now that I'm pretty happy with. I'm thinking of getting Dying Light. I was looking at the reviews the other day, and they seem pretty favorable. I was unsure because I played the first Dead Island, and that was the thing. I bought it, and then I lent it to a friend, and I never got the copy back from the friend, because I just haven't seen them in years. But it was okay, because when I wanted to play it again, it was on that deal that Microsoft does, the games with the gold. It was free for half a month, I think over the summer or so. So I just downloaded it and finally beat it on my own when I had the chance. And then I said, good, and then I immediately uninstalled it. Oh wait, no, I kept it installed in case I wanted to go back for more achievements, because I'm an achievement whore. Anyone who doesn't know that already, just so you know, I am an achievement whore. I just bought The Walking Dead by Telltale, seasons 1 and 2, on Xbox One, because I got an Xbox One, and because I was told that in terms of achievements, it has almost no missable achievements, so I just said, alright, no missable achievements, sounds like my cup of tea. And I just started playing Season 1 the other day. I had a couple snow days, and I gotta say, fan-fucking-tastic game. I'm really loving Season 1. I just finished Episode 4, so I'm up to the finale, I think, for Season 1. Entry 1. The Tome of Unlife has resurfaced after 200 years, and in the hands of those imbeciles at the College of Whispers, no less. They cannot even conceive of its power, and instead they will use it in their ridiculous, bickering crusades among themselves and the Synod. It is the piece of the puzzle I have searched for all these years, and I will not let their petty politicking stand in the way of my glorious destiny. I guess that's how you would spell politicking. I don't even know if politicking is a word, to be honest, so I could be completely wrong. Alright, just put down the crazy man's book. Path of Transcendence. Wait, do I care? Let me read that. It might be about the book. A large crumbling journal, evidently centuries old, it seems to have been remarkably well preserved for its age, but many pages are still ragged and missing. 14th of sun's height, third era, the year is 433. My initial findings may have been inconclusive, but they set me on the path I will pursue until I achieve my goal or lie rotting in this cave. Gross. Either outcome will be a welcome respite from the days and nights I've spent traveling without food, water, or any kind of dildos. Companionship. I mean, you can use the dildo as your companionship. I'm not gonna judge. We live in a very progressive day and age. A lesser mage would have fallen prey to madness by now, I'm sure of it. But I am not a lesser mage. Well, someone has an inflated ego of themselves, or an inflated ego. an inflated view of themselves. Though they try in earnest, though their hearts and minds are true to the teachings of our great sovereign, not the Reaper from Mass Effect, my fellow necromancers lack the complete dedication required to achieve that ultimate of goals, the state of lichdom. Not even Falcar himself can match my sheer tenacity, my willingness to accept failure on any level. I aced every class in college. I almost said high school. High school is not as hard as college. That is why I, Celadine, will soon join the ranks of the worm Eremites. Gross. Those servants favored by our sovereign above all others, I will sit with honor and obedience at his right hand, while those fools in the Mages Guild grovel at my maggot-written feet. Also gross. Why would you strive to be maggot-written? This is just, I mean, granted, I know you're necromancers, you wear a lot of black, you do a lot of weird things with each other and to yourselves, but still, it's really gross. 26th of Last Seed, 3rd era, 433. I choose a lot of mods that have a lot of reading, now that I think about it, and I'm not the best reader, but let's continue. Even the most pedestrian peasant fairy tale has long held that a lich must somehow remain bound to his soul, and that connection most commonly manifests itself as a transference of the spirit into an actual physical object. An urn, a sarcophagus, a crystal phial. One Khajiit fairy tale even tells of a lich who preserved the spirit in the severed head of a wood elf infant. Oh, see? Necromancers are weird. It's very weird. And these same peasants long comforted themselves with the belief that if they ever had the grave misfortune of facing a lich, they would need only find the vessel containing his spirit form and then destroy it, thus destroying the lich himself. Fools in their folklore, true liches possess no such weakness. Can one of the sovereign worms Eremites be bested by shattering a glass vase? Well, then don't choose a glass vase, choose the infant head. The very notion is so absurd as to be comical. Yes, a necromancer must transfer his soul into a physical vessel, but once that transference is complete, then once the necromancer has truly metamorphosed into his lich form, the vessel is inconsequential, but it's the process of this transference itself that has eluded me for so long. My soul remains bound to my earthly body, and nothing I have attempted has allowed me to free myself of this mortal coil and transcend to the state of lichdom I so dearly desire. God damn, this guy liked to write. I mean, granted, before the internet, what else did you have to do? 5th of Hearthfire, 3rd era, the year is 433, still. Every tome I have acquired, the volumes upon volumes of necromantic disclosure, all useless. I have grown disgusted by the years of wasted life that have been poured into these so-called essential writings. Who in their right mind would ever wish to animate a month-dead cyrodiilic butterfly or bring life to the rotting husk of a rare albino mud crab? Oh. Yeah, I mean, really, that sounds like a waste. Just eat the mud crab. It's delicious. How many months have I wasted away in these caves, and for what reason? Ah, yes, I know. I will resurrect an army of deformed goblin younglings and march on the white gold tower itself. Yeah, you're a little late. Let me just tell you, there was this great war, and the Thalmor invaded, and now the Empire is essentially just sitting on their thumbs up their butts. That was not a great way to phrase that. They're sitting with their thumbs up their butts because they just lost to the Thalmor, and now they're pretty shit. That at least is in my reach. Yep, he has no idea. My mind has become a cesspool of necromantic waste where reject spells and rituals compete for the honor of finally driving me completely insane. Yeah, I just can't read. And still I am no closer to achieving my goal than I was when I first began this process. Am I losing faith in myself, in my discipline? Wow, I can't read. I'm sorry. It's 2 a.m. Perhaps I have been studying too hard. Many a night I have sacrificed my prayers to our sovereign for one more experiment, one more incantation. Praying doesn't take that long. Just take 5 minutes after you're done with the incantation. What I need now is rest in a state of tranquility so that I may commune with our sovereign and repledge my loyalty and devotion. For what answer will I find in some crumbling codex that could not be supplied by our great sovereign himself? 7th of Hearthfire. The secret is mine. So long I searched, so hard I toiled, but I was a fool. I was right to forego my studies for a more ardent devotion to my prayer. Last night, as I sit in the throes of meditation, our great sovereign did come to me. He passed to me the knowledge I have sought for so long. The secrets of transcendence were even more complex and arcane than I could have ever imagined, and I will never transcribe them into any written work. It's all mine. I tell you, they're all mine. Indeed, they have never been recorded. All my months of solitude were for naught, as the secrets I so desperately sought could only be obtained through direct communication with our great sovereign himself. Soon I will walk the earth as a worm eremite grows, serving the sovereign in a state of endless undeath. Oh, that's the name of the mod. 15th of Hearthfire. Through the sacrifice of many innocents. Oh, that's horrible. This resurrection of many servants to aid me in my tasks and the tireless performance of a nearly week-long ritual, I have completed construction of the Sands of Resolve. Not to be confused with the Sands of Time. This isn't Prince of Persia. This isn't Prince of Skyrim. This isn't some sort of weird crossover mod. Although I'm sure there's one. The transcendence to full lichdom will not be immediate, however. The vessel has been crafted, but my energy force, my soul, must be fully transferred into it. Not even our sovereign was quite certain how long this process would take, as it varies from one necromancer to the next, based on many factors, both physical and spiritual. And since I haven't been praying for the past few days, well, I'm all out of spiritual luck. One thing, however, is certain. This hourglass must never leave my possession until the transference is complete. I grow more powerful every day, but in truth, I am more vulnerable than I've ever been. If something were to happen to the Sands of Resolve, if the hourglass should somehow leave my person, the connection between soul and vessel would be severed. To think that my work, my life, could be eradicated so easily after I've come so close to success is almost more than I can bear. Okay, we are finally finished reading. Well, we have to go to the basement because I picked up a basement key, so clearly that's where we gotta go. So let's just head on downstairs, and God, it's nice to be done reading. Hopefully that's the last I have to read for a little while. That being said, I'd rather read the books than not, just because they add it and it's important to the mod. So it added a lot of background information just about kind of what is going on. Otherwise, we're just like, yay, Stendar, they're dead. Oh, that's bad. Oh, let's go find the guys who did it. Arissa, do you have anything to weigh in about this? No? Okay. Arissa's just like, yeah, no, I'm just here for the adventure as always. I have no care in the world. I mean, she gets paid well. I mean, you guys don't see it but it's off screen. Just all the taxes that I have to fill out, you know, employer paperwork. It's not fun, let me tell you. Even Skyrim had a lot of micromanaging in terms of what you have to pay your people and all that stuff. I'm sure there's a mod for that. Hey, oh, I could have unlocked that on my own. Oh. Yeah, no, that's not creepy at all. It's not weird. Alright, we got books. We have the Doors of Oblivion. Alright, don't mind if I do. I'll just take that. I don't think that's a Souls Black and White. I'm pretty sure this is also a vanilla book. I'm pretty sure that's... Alright. Alright, those all look like vanilla books. Completed in their footsteps. Entry 6. At last I have made some sense of the inscriptions here. The tome is not a guide, but the notes and experiments of one like myself who sought the secrets of lichdom. 3 items in particular receive special mention in the tome. The trappings of a fallen archmage, the heart of a priest of Archay, and an elixir crafted from one of 2 ingredients. I must investigate further. Oh no, more reading. Oh, I thought I was done. Alright. Let's do this. Entry 7. The arcane and ceremonial significance of these seemingly unrelated artifacts suggests to me some clear and more powerful evocation of external forces. It should not come as a surprise to me that the Daedric Lords of Oblivion may somehow be involved in the bartering of powers for this ritual, but these offerings do not coincide with any that would be expected from the traditional 16 princes. Oh, right. There are technically 16. There's 15, but then there's also Gigalog. You get to finally meet him in Oblivion, Shivering Isles, one of the best DLCs ever made and that I've ever played. It's just fantastic. If you've never played it before, what are you doing with your life? Just go play it right now. Still, I suspect there must be some form of ritual significance in requiring the heart of the god of life and death's followers. Wait, what? The heart of a priest of Archay. Okay, that's what it was. I forgot about that as one of the ingredients. Mercifully, this is one of the easiest of the tome's requirements to obtain. I have assigned Gundar and some of his agents to ransack the Temple of Archay near Lake Ilinalta and perform the necessary rites on some fool. Whoever they leave alive, as long as the organ is extracted properly, I care little. Oh! Okay, I was confused for a second, because Gundar is also the name of one of the guys from Dawnguard, and I was going to say, wait a minute. That would be weird.